Hello, my name is Navkaran Singh. Welcome to my live page. Today I'll be talking about political campaign management. But first let me tell more about myself. I belong to Patiala, Punjab, and I did my schooling from here till 10th in Lady Fatima School. Post that I studied in Mayo College boarding school. After that I did my Bachelor of Commerce in Punjab University, Chandigarh. And post that I did my LLB from Delhi University, Faculty of Law. I was working as a lawyer in Patiala in Chandigarh. But in the meanwhile, the Punjab elections came and I got the chance to work in Indian Political Action Committee, also known as IPAC, which was handling the campaign for one of the political parties in Punjab, which is Congress. So we started a campaign around in the beginning of 2016, and it lasted for almost more than a year. So there's a very important, sort of like a event, which is the Maghi Mela. So basically, traditionally, it's a very Western concept. In US, you have political action committees who work before the elections with any leader, and they go into the office with them and serve as their, sort of support staff throughout their term. Like if I talk about like the current President Trump, the people who are working with him in his office are basically his political action PAC members. This is how this idea of IPAC started. Back in before the national elections of Narendra Modi. Till now they have done one campaign of India, which was the BJP's campaign, and there was one for even the Tunisian president, for the Bihar elections, for Mr. Well, you need to be well versed with the current affairs, the things which are happening for the state for which you want to work as a political campaign manager. You need to know the issues which are being faced by the people. You need to know what are the political parties who are in the state which will be contesting the elections. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What kind of history is there for each of the political party for the state? The demographics of the state. Is it an urban state or a very rural area is there? Is agriculture a major part of the people, or it's more of an industrialized state? And of course, then various areas of that state. Important skill is communication, because that is the major part of your work. You will be communicating with people, and it's a very multi-layered communication, you can say, because in the same day you might be talking to maybe very key figure, maybe a person who might be a minister or a chief minister in the coming elections, and at the same day you might be talking to a very common person who might have a small problem, like maybe his or her pension, or maybe some education related query. So it's a very different kind of communication you need to have, a different kind of people you're talking to, and also people from first and foremost, the most, I would say, for me personally, and I think for many people of our generation, one thing which you get to do being a campaign manager is that you get to travel a lot throughout India, in places where you might not have even imagined to go. So you might be visiting a village in like one day in the evening, and might be going to a bigger city the next day. So there's a lot of traveling. Of course, for some people it can be a negative as well, but I think most of the people who love traveling, for them it's a very, very good opportunity, because you'll get to meet new people every day, and travel to various places. So first of all, the most, important, or I would say the biggest challenge is that the market is still not ready for such, to have maybe say, I would say professionalism in politics, because it's a mass movement. Politics in itself is for the masses, and it's very difficult to have a structured kind of environment in such a field. So it's a very new field, especially especially in India, we never have this, political campaign management, I would say, organized. A day varies. It depends on like how near or far the elections are, basically. So if you have elections, say, in a month or two, so you might not even have a weekend off, say not even a weekend, you might not even have an off for that whole month. You might have to work from 7 or 8 a.m. till 2 a.m. in the night. So a 14 to 16 hour work day is very normal in those days. But of course, at the same time, you will have days when you don't have work at all. So, for example, after my last campaign which happened, we had a 2 to 3 month break where we didn't have to do anything. So I think it's sort of, in the end of the day, if you talk about the number of holidays or the hours of holiday, it's more than an average job. But of course, you have to prioritize a lot in terms of your personal commitments. Because when you have a campaign going on, there are elections, and so you have to keep your other personal life at the back end due to that. So at the end of the day, but because you will be in this field only if you love the work, otherwise you will not be there. So I think anyone would do that and put extra hours into this work, because once the results are out, then that feeling is really great. Once you win an election for someone and that all the hard work has paid off, though there's a lot of uncertainty as well. I hope I was able to give you a balanced view on political campaign management. Thank you very much.